Top of the morning to you. Today is Monday, March 17th, and this is Wake Up with KERA News, and I'm Andrew Garcia. Skies are mostly clear on this St. Patrick's Day. Temps will hover around the lower 80s today. Perfect conditions for a celebration, maybe with a bit of music. There's an 18th century Irish instrument whose popularity is bigger than ever despite its difficulty to play. We'll hear more about it after the news. Republican Tarrant County Judge Tim O'Hare has asked the UT system to ban drag shows on campuses. In a letter posted to X, he called drag shows sexually oriented events that demean women. He pointed to an unspecified event last month at UT Arlington that featured a drag performer. Texas A&M has already banned drag shows on campuses, which led to a lawsuit from a coalition of student groups. Plano has a new representative on the board governing Dallas Area Rapid Transit. During a special meeting on Friday, Plano Mayor John Munns said outgoing City Council member Anthony Riccardelli will be the city's interim director on the board. He replaces longtime Rep. Paul Wageman, who resigned last week. Wageman was among board members calling for cuts to DART's funding. He also recently drew criticism over his ties to Uber. Today is St. Patrick's Day, but some folks started celebrating early. A couple of weeks ago, thousands of people made their way to Fair Park in Dallas for the North Texas Irish Festival. And while getting ready to attend ourselves, KERA's producer Therese Powell and I learned about an 18th century Irish instrument that is finding its way into the 21st century. So Therese, uilleann pipes, or what some refer to as Irish bagpipes, are a staple part of traditional Irish music.
That's true, but there are some people stateside that may not know the difference between Irish and Scottish bagpipes, and that includes you and me.
Yeah, exactly. So we asked a number of festival goers if they knew the difference between the two, and surprise, surprise, they all did, including Larry Brantley.
And 90s kids will definitely recognize this guy's voice.
So nobody ever believed that I was the voice of Wishbone until I did the tag at the end, which went, "Funding for this program provided by PBS stations like..."
I was definitely a bit starstruck.
Me too.
What are the odds of meeting one, the voice of Wishbone the dog, and two, that he could teach us about the uilleann pipes?
But my grandfather was a musician, and so he played the uilleann pipes, and he once told me that the Irish complicate everything. With Scottish bagpipes, you have a bladder and you have the pipes and you blow into the bladder, which seems intuitive. With uilleann pipes, you have a bellows and a bladder. So your mouth does nothing for you. So you're constantly doing this and squeezing and playing, and it's just ridiculously complicated.
So complicated, in fact, that we decided we probably should talk to an expert on the subject, and we just so happened to stumble upon Rob Gondera, who told us the difference in the sound between Scottish Highland pipes and uilleann pipes.
The Highland pipes are very loud, and they're designed to play with other Highland pipes and drums, not designed to play with other instruments. The uilleann pipes are softer, they're an indoor instrument, they're tuned to play with other instruments because they're not louder than them, and the pitch you play is exactly the same.
Rob is an engineer who designs and makes a modern version of uilleann pipes using carbon fiber, bringing traditional craftsmanship into the modern age.
And that was an idea that everyone we spoke to talked about, working to keep the heritage of Irish bagpipes alive. And this was especially important to Conor Mallon, an uilleann piper and composer from Armagh in Northern Ireland, who was one of the headliners at the festival.
Conor Mallon Band!
Conor's been playing the uilleann pipes for 20 years, and we asked him about their place in Irish society.
They're one of the only instruments founded in Ireland, alongside with the harp. So they're almost like a national symbol now. I'm a massive advocate of preserving the culture, so I actually do a lot of teaching at home as well, with the sole goal of passing it on to the next generation.
And how are the kids taking to it?
Too good, to be honest. I'll be out of a job soon, I think. They're exceptional. The generation coming up below us are scarily good. It's quite frightening. They're very, very good.
So new generations of uilleann pipers are being inspired by Connor. We wanted to know what drew him to this unique instrument.
I think I probably tried every instrument under the sun before I decided that I wanted to play the pipes. They're otherworldly. They don't sound like any other instrument. They just transport you to a place that no other instrument does. So when I was closing my eyes and listening to it, I was like, that's the instrument I want to play.
That story was produced by me and KERA's Therese Powell.
That's how you do it.
The Mavericks lost their game to the struggling 76ers yesterday, 130 to 125, and the Stars lost their game against the Avalanche last night, which marked new Stars star Mikko Rantanen taking on his former team for the first time. He notched 1 assist in the overtime loss. If you spot a sea of green heading to the American Airlines Center this evening, it's not a special Stars game or even a St. Paddy's event, it's a concert. Tyler, the Creator's Chromokopia World Tour stops off in Dallas tonight, and the rapper is sure to give a memorable show. Find tickets and more information at kera.org/calendar. Thanks so much for listening to Wake Up with KERA News. I'm your host, Andrew Garcia. This show is produced and edited by Shardae White and Bekah Morr. For more news in your inbox, visit kera.org/wakeup. That's where you can subscribe to the Wake Up with KERA News newsletter and get good morning vibes from our colleague Catherine Hobbs. Connect with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at KERATX. Try not to get pinched today. We'll see you tomorrow.